Welcome to English 403A, British and World Literature. This short informational video will give you the tools you need to succeed in this semester's course. Let's get started. In today's video, we're going to do a short overview of the course, teacher contact information, how to access and navigate the course, and how to have success through the flipped model or live sessions. Couple of things. In this class, students are expected to complete unit assignments on time. You will also be required to create a research paper based on set questions, along with creating and delivering a multimedia presentation. The multimedia presentation will be on the same topic that you used for the research paper. What are we going to study this year? We're going to start our study by looking at selections from Beowulf. You will not be reading the entire epic poem. We'll also be reading some selections from the Canterbury Tales, looking at some various sonnets, and the big project that you're going to have this semester will be the research paper. And along with that research paper, you'll be creating a multimedia project, and we'll be going over all the requirements of that in later sessions, especially in onboarding. I'll give you more overview. We will finish the semester by reading the wonderful Shakespearean play Hamlet and doing some fun and, I think, interesting assignments with that. All right, so how do you get in contact with me? Well, first of all, my name is Sarah Elliott, and I will be your instructor this semester. You can always email me at selliott@caliva.org, but the best way to contact me is through Kmail or text message. You may also call me, but a lot of times I'm in live sessions with other students and I may not be able to get back to you right away. But through Kmail and text, I am on those all day long and get back to you within as short a time as possible. All right, so how do you access your course? Once you log into your K-12 landing page, you'll see a link to English 403A, British and World Literature. You'll click on that course and something similar to this will pop up. This one happens to be 403B, but yours will be A. And you'll see menus that are very similar. The first thing that I want to note is the announcements area. The announcements area is absolutely vital to success in the course. Every week I will post at least a weekly announcement. Some weeks you may have more than one announcement. This keeps your Kmail inboxes from being overwhelmed. So please make sure you're going to these announcements. I'll often post informational videos. This is also the easiest place to find the weekly starter that we'll talk about in a moment. In the This Week area right here, you'll see what we're going to be doing that particular week and any exceptions that you might need to know about or links that are important. So please make sure that you're doing that. Also, don't forget to check your Kmail daily. All right. Now, some of you may be wondering, what am I going to do about the books in the class? I haven't received them yet, or I don't know what books to use. Well, if you have received them, you can use it. But even if you have, something that a lot of students like to do because they may not always be home or want to carry around a textbook is the anthology is actually online, as you can see here. And a lot of students download it to their Kindle or to their phones so that they can access it online. Another important place is the calendar, and this arrow actually has moved down. The calendar is right here, and when you click on the calendar, you'll be able to see, excuse me, I just moved ahead here. When you click on the calendar, you'll be able to see the entire semester laid out. This is really helpful to understand when big due dates are coming up so that you can plan accordingly, particularly if you have a very busy schedule. All right, so let's talk about the actual lessons. What you're going to do is you're going to start with Unit 1 and go to Course Introduction. It's vitally important that you go through all the slides in every single lesson. You'll be doing about a lesson per day, so you can expect that. Also, look in your announcements to know exactly which lessons you should be doing. A lot of students think that they can just skim through the lessons or not engage in the lessons. Basically, your lessons are in place of going to class every single day. So if you're not reading your lessons, you're going to miss out on a lot of key information. You can click on unit objectives, go through the slides. Also click on lesson resources to get study guides and extra help to support you on quizzes, tests, and assignments. And once again, let me reiterate to click through all of those slides. Here's an open up when you click on lesson resources. It'll look something like this. You can print it, save it, or just refer to it. There are tons of materials to help you. The student guides that you can take notes on, mentor guides that can be help for your learning coach, or since most of you are seniors, just additional help. Also, doc sharing is a key place where I post assignments and extra materials. And then the recordings, live sessions, and student choice, which we're going to talk about. That's what we call the flipped model. Once per week, you will have a weekly starter. This is a required recording that's posted Monday morning, unless there's a holiday, and then it'll be posted Tuesday. You need to be watching it Monday. A lot of times students wait and just put these off, but this is not only going to give you what we're going to be doing that week, but some heads up for things to be aware of, and most importantly, some really key information to help you understand lessons better. The place that you can find the weekly starters often is in the course, but for Miss Elliott's class, I'm going to show you a place where I've put them all together in one place so you don't have to go hunting for them. They will be here at the bottom in weekly starter links and quizzes. When you click on each piece, you'll have a quiz that you click on, and you'll also see the starter link. Starter links will be in announcements each week, but if for some reason you haven't accessed the announcements or you want to access it from the quiz, you may do so there as well. There will also be two other types of sessions, a weekly spotlight that will be held on Tuesdays and a student choice session which will be held on Thursdays. The weekly spotlight is an enhancement session that will give you help on specific topics and assignments. This is the place where when we have an assignment that I will go through step by step how to complete it. These are optional but strongly encouraged. Again, the weekly spotlight is Tuesday at 11 a.m. You'll be able to see the links in your OLS Class Connect calendar. They are live, but if you can't attend live, you also will be able to access recordings. All right, so the next thing that I want to give you before I close this introduction is the next piece that you need to complete. Thursday at 11 a.m. is required English 403A onboarding with me. The link is already in your Class Connect calendar. It's vitally important that you're there. If you can't make it at that time, please watch the recording as soon as possible. I'll be going over materials and success models much more clearly and how to get started on that big research paper. Thanks so much, and we'll have a great semester.